So this station is going to be for C-spine in the supine position. I'm going to talk about a few things to set up, and then we'll get into the station. So you can see I have all my equipment ready. I have my padding to fill the voids, got my head block, the straps, the C-collar, and I've got duct tape. Now you can set it up in any order that you want. Think about how you're going to use it throughout the scenario. That might help you put it in that correct order. I just have it all in one place. So that way, if I look over, if something's still sitting there, I know I've forgotten something, so I could grab it and hopefully still be in a good place in my scenario to do it and not miss any points, okay? First thing I would do before I start this is I want to tear my duct tape. So an easy way to do this is to roll it out, go about arm to chest length. I'm going to tear it. And I really like to control both ends so it doesn't get twisted up on me. I'll just go ahead and put it behind me here. So I'll have this ready when I start. One thing to keep in mind is you are allowed to say BSI scene safety, and that would cover the idea that you would have gloves on. I highly recommend, for testing purposes, I would not wear the cheap flimsy gloves that we have when you're trying to mess with duct tape, because they will stick to your gloves and drive you nuts. So verbalize BSI scene safety. Go with no gloves on the tape. It's probably going to save you a big headache. Okay. At this point, I'm going to have my partners come in, and we're going to show you real quick how we're going to log roll and move the patient. Okay. So we would have somebody holding C-spine here early on. I would like to take the arm that we're going to roll onto and put it up towards his head. If this was a real scenario, remember, we never want to roll on the injured side. We always try to roll to the uninjured. Okay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to grab the shoulder and I'm going to grab the hips. My partner Luke here is going to cross my arm and grab the top of the hips and the lower leg. And all movement is going to be on the head person's count. So on her count of 3, we're going to roll the patient towards us. Okay.
Right. Roll on 3. 1, 2, 3.
We roll. Okay. Just be in the habit of doing a quick sweep for any injuries on that back. I'm going to bring the backboard in. I want to hold it nice and snug in against his body, and we're at a 45-degree angle. We're going to roll down on her count. Now, if the patient is having a hard time flipping on this board, remember to drive through the shoulder and the hips, and hopefully that body will flip over nice and smooth. On your count.
All right, rolling back down. 1, 2, 3.
Roll. Good, nice and gentle. Now, he's obviously a little awkward on this board, so we're going to have to do what's called a Z motion to get him centered up. We're going to get up off of our knees because we're a lot stronger on our feet. Luke here is going to put a foot or a toe or something to keep the board from sliding down. He's going to grab underneath the knees. My partner at the head is maybe going to put their knees into the board so it doesn't slide forward. When I push down, I'll be on the shoulders. And when we slide up, I'm going to go up underneath the armpits. Okay? So the first motion will be to go down and towards the patient's left. And then the second motion is straight up. Okay, so on the head person's count.
All right, moving down. 1, 2, 3. We're going to move up. 1, 2, 3.
Good. From right here, I don't really care where his legs are going to be at. I care more about the head and the shoulders. I don't want the head off the board, and I want the shoulders to be just above the top of this hole. Okay. Reason being, when we put the straps on, we want the strap to wrap around the shoulder and secure snug to the shoulder. We don't want it coming out at an angle because it creates a big void where the patient can slide up or down. Okay. Thank you guys for right now. At this point, once he's on the board, I would really want to make sure I pad any voids. So I'm going to check under his lower back. I can fit my hand under there. So I would want to take a trauma pad and try to fill that void for him. And I would also recommend taking one and checking behind the neck, but at least maybe put one underneath his head for a pillow. We don't want to give him a headache being on this board. Okay. Now I would want to grab my straps, and you'll see that I'll do the shoulders, the chest, over the bony part of his hips, upper legs, lower legs, and that should be it. Never want to put straps over soft tissue like the belly. And if it's a female, really make sure the straps are underneath the breast, not on top. Okay. And then from there, we'll go to the head blocks and we'll tape and we'll finish securing. So I think I'm ready to start my scenario. And this is C-spine. Go ahead and step off for me that way real quick. Okay, you can lay down. Sorry, switch you. Okay, so BSI, scene safety. I'm going to go ahead and have my partner hold C-spine for me. Okay, excellent. Go ahead and reach up, grab my fingers, squeeze. Excellent. What finger am I squeezing?
Index.
Okay, which hand?
Right.
Right side. Excellent. I'm going to check for radial pulses. Okay, I'm going to come down here, check pedal pulses, push up, push down. What foot am I tapping?
Left.
Left side. So PMS is all good. Now I want to go ahead and apply my collar. I'm going to size from the angle of the jaw to my trap. Okay, so he's about a no neck. I'm going to very gently put this underneath his head, so my partner will need to very small amount lift the head around the chin. All right, it's not too tight, is it?
No.
Okay, excellent. From here, I'm going to have my partners come on in. We're going to log roll them. Remember, I've already pre-torn my tape, so that's ready for me. Okay, on head person's count, we're going to roll.
Rolling on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Roll. Quick sweep, no injuries. 45-degree angle. On your count, we'll go down.
Onto the backboard. 1, 2, 3.
Good. Let's center them. So we're going to go down into the patient's left, and then we'll come straight up.
Down on 3. 1, 2, 3. And up on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Good. Excellent. Thank you. I'm going to go ahead and check for any voids. Okay, very little. Lift his head. A little more, a little more. Good. Right there. Okay, I'm going to grab my straps. Just going to lay him out in position first. And then I'm going to secure him. Now, I would ask my evaluator, is it okay, Luke, if I go ahead and straddle my patient?
It is okay.
Okay. So just make sure I'm not stepping on my patient. That would be an immediate failure. Okay, I don't want to choke him out, so I'm holding that wide down below his neck. Okay. Put your arms out for me. Take a deep breath. Okay, let go. I'm going to try to avoid the knee joints as much as possible. And then when I secure this last strap, that'll make this blue center strap nice and tight. I'm going to double check my straps, tighten them if needed. You can still breathe okay?
Yes.
All right, excellent. Go ahead and secure the arms here. Hold yourself, give yourself a hug. From here, I'm going to take over C-spine and then have my partner grab the head block. Got it? Got it?
Yes.
Okay. From this point, I'm going to make my frowny face and happy face here with tape. Watch your hair. Cake and I already secured. Actually, I'll check PMS first. Reach up, grab my fingers, squeeze. What hand am I squeezing?
Left.
Left side. I've got good pulses. Go ahead and hug yourself again. Pull up, push down. What foot am I tapping?
Left.
Check my pedal pulses. And then that's it. That concludes.